Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator. I'm Martin Wenzel. It's been a little while since the last video, and since the last video, we've gotten Utah and Idaho, and just got Idaho actually yesterday. I just downloaded it and bought it today, and so I'm gonna do a trip from Salt Lake City to Boise. Now, these are places that we've gone to, obviously, with Coast to Coast, but this will be the first time doing it with ATS, or not ATS, SCS's mods, Utah and Idaho. I'm doing a quick job today. We're going to be hauling these double trailers, Costco wholesale. We got a Kenworth T680, I believe. A little bit different truck than I actually drive in real life now. I drive a T680. Which I do own in this game, but we're going to be doing a quick job. We'll have our other three drivers use that one. I turned off the real economy mod just to make up for some money, because I had to dump the extended Kenworth, the extended sleeper one that I had before, and because it just didn't work, that mod, and I couldn't really get any money back for it, and it kind of just sets us back unrealistically. So this will be a short one, 300 miles, about 6 hours, 14 minutes up to Boise. And let's check it out. Turn off that parking brake. Get down there, the yellow knob. Looks like our fuel, we're about 5/8 full. This truck's almost got 400,000 miles on it, 71 degrees. And my steering, it's a little weird driving, obviously, in game. We actually have to go left here. And I've thrown up the F2 mirror, the right side mirror up there in the corner, just to make it slightly easier, because it's not so easy to
turn left,
move the head in game. I have to use the mouse. Unlike real life, you just turn your head and kind of glance over there with your peripheral vision.
Finding a new route.
Why? Why are you finding a new route?
Make a U-turn when possible.
Well, that's a good start. What is going on? I should have actually checked. Why can't I just turn left here? I feel like I could just turn left. Well, we'll see. Looks like there's a road there. And just like the real-life GPSs, this in-game GPS sometimes gets really grumpy.
Recomputing.
I really do like the T680.
Keep right, and then turn right.
And definitely after driving in real life in a T680 all the time,
turn right.
It's going to be a little bit different. A little bit different with this tiny little steering wheel, the Logitech G27. You'll note in the notes below, in the info for the video, the changes to the mod list. Turned off quite a few of them, just because they didn't, a lot of them became incompatible or weren't working with the latest update to American Truck Simulator. A lot of them were sound ones. Engine sounds, jake brake sounds, parking brake sounds, all those, air brakes. So sound might be a little different than you guys are used to on my videos. Maybe we'll be able to find those again, updated versions, and put them back in. So here we are on South Utah State Highway 172. We're going to be getting on East 80. Real life, I drive on 80 a lot, but I drive on 80
left,
basically
and then turn left.
Most of the time Chicago and east, occasionally going west into Iowa.
Left.
We have a run that goes out to Shelby, Iowa. Menards out there, Menards Distribution Center. So let's get on the highway, checking out Utah. Actually, a few years ago, my wife and I got up here to the Salt Lake area, and then we We actually double backed then down to 70 and took that across Colorado, and then hopped up to 80 to go into Nebraska and Iowa and on over to Wisconsin and Milwaukee, where we live now. Game seems to be running pretty smoothly. It looks like we have to, I think we have to get out
Keep
south.
right, and then exit right.
Okay, or maybe north. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, we're going
Exit
east,
right.
so north would be off to our left. There you go, a little bit of a drag there as we kind of start getting into Salt Lake City itself. Drop the blinker. That's the state capitol building right over there off to the right. Got a big Salt Lake over there, out there to the left, just north of 80. Try to stay in our lane, not take out this, looks like a BMW. Have all of Jazzy Cat's traffic in place. That might be what's kind of causing hangups as we enter Davis County. Going towards Ogden. Do I have to get off here? I do not think so. So we'll get over. Very light traffic today. Haven't thrown in any traffic mods as we discover the sixth city in the Beehive State out of 10. And obviously most of those we discovered actually through Coast to Coast, and those carry over. Oh, that was really cool. That's new. The sound effect going under the bridge, you kind of get a different sound. I forget what I set for. Oops. Where did I set for rolling down my windows? I forget what that was, but obviously they added in the different sound effects, different sounds for air flowing by as you have your windows down, whether it's your right window or your left window, driver's side window. Just little things like that they've added in the
Keep left.
what, 6 months. And of course we got to go into the way station. All right, I don't know what that guy was doing. And you'll see that in real life. Some idiot just stopped on the ramp going towards the
Reroute.
to the way station. I think we do have an overweight load here, so that's why they're calling us in. Was I supposed to stop? I guess I have to stop more on top of that icon, don't I? Oh, and what did I do? I forgot I had doubles. Well, you guys can kick me in the face for that. 90,000 pounds, that's a pretty, that's 10,000 over the limit, but we are carrying doubles, and I believe there might be different weight limits for that. I don't have certification to do doubles in real life, so for me it's about staying under that 80,000 gross. You heard that little beeping, that was a speed indication, saying you're going over the speed limit. But in real life, working for Millis, our heaviest loads can get pretty close to that 80,000, especially some of these beer loads. Out of Budweiser, if we do anything out of Budweiser, they'll load that thing as much as they can. If you get to the scales, the outbound scales out of a Budweiser brewery, and you're at like 78,000 gross, they'll tell you to go back to a door and they'll add a little bit more, get you close to 80,000, make it worth their while. And And then it's all about keeping under 34,000 pounds on the drive axles. Those are the 2 axles on the back of the truck. Those 8 wheels. And then under 34,000 on the trailer tandem axles. And then those other 8 wheels. So now you have 16 wheels, and then you have your 2 drive wheels in the front. You want to keep under 12,000 pounds on those wheels, the steer wheels, steer axle. A little bit of real life insight, and we have to be are you kidding me? Looks like we have to be rerouted. Let's see where. Okay, looks like it's gonna have us do a U-turn. We'll just go around that barricade. That's probably the only thing lacking. I would say lacking is in real life you can. Well, maybe not always.
And then exit.
I was gonna say you can get some information on where the construction zones are going to be, especially if a whole freeway is going to be closed.
Right.
Google Maps will show that clearly if the road's closed completely like that. So we're just going to have to get off here at 385.
Get ready to turn left.
Do a U-turn. Ooh. Don't want to do that.
Turn left. Ready to turn left. Turn left.
Not sure about the fuel economy in this game though. Usually in the T680 at Millis we get about at the worst I think I've had 7 miles per gallon, but usually I'm around 10.
Exit right.
So we're going to continue on 84. I believe we're 84. You'll have it down in the right corner. Which direction we're going? I think we're going west. Maybe east. Maybe east, and we'll jump up.
Keep left.
So for the maps, I've got the latest coast to coast on. Just released today, I think, to go with Idaho. Release of Idaho, and then downloaded the latest Midwest expansion, and that Midwest expansion looks really good, at least from the map view. Really nice big cities: Indianapolis, St. Louis, Chicago. It's got all the major highways, even down to U.S. highways like 51, 61, 67, 60, all throughout that Midwest. So and that's where we drive a lot for Millis, and that'll be fun to get out there and see what it looks like. First, I want to get a look at Utah. Nothing's jumped out at me so far for Utah, but it's nice to have more areas to drive out west that have been handcrafted by the SCS team. We don't need to take a half-hour break today. We start our day at 9, start the clock at 9 a.m., the 14-hour, or the 8-hour clock for that 30-minute rest period. And we're going to get there at 4:15 if we roll hard through. So we'll get there before that 8-hour clock, that 8-hour, 30-minute rest period is mandatory. out of Utah. Look at a huge look at Utah and go into Idaho. Brand new. It's like a Veterans Memorial Highway, I think. I believe if I would stop at that rest area, I would get probably get an achievement. Okay, we only got 13 speeds in this T900. Yeah, so since I think I made my last video, I've since started working at Millis Transfer out of Black River Falls, Wisconsin. We have a drop lot where I can park my truck and everything right here in West Allis, Wisconsin, just outside Milwaukee, where I live. So that makes it nice to be able to get home every few weeks. I went through training, or went through the school, started leaving August, and the official start date for employment was the end of August, and then about a month, about 5 weeks with my trainer, 15,000 miles, and then into my own truck, T680, Kenworth. Got pulled over during training going through Indiana. Was caught being out in that far left lane going around Lafayette, Indiana. And like that sign right there, all trucks right lane. Now in this situation, you could, if you need to pass as a truck, you can go in the left lane. But in a 3-lane situation, and it says trucks use the 2 right lanes, you cannot use that left lane, as I learned. And I was simply just passing some slower trucks. We're riding they were driving about 15 miles per hour under the speed limit as they were trying to turtle past each other in the 2 right lanes. Is that a cop going in there? It's just a regular car. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, it is a rest. I guess it is a rest area also. West 86, I believe that was, towards Twin Falls, and I think that will then take us up towards 90, I think, which will then we'll have to get on to go to Boise. Yeah, but Millis, we do mostly everything primarily east of the Mississippi, get out to Iowa, Texas. Occasionally, I think we have a run that goes out to Denver for cores. That's a very rare run. Looks like we're on US 30. Yeah, we do a lot of the runs are east side of Mississippi. A lot of I-65, 55 down to Memphis, 75. Occasionally get over into the New York, New Jersey area, North Carolina. A lot of Georgia, Alabama. I think through this, probably next week I'll go over 100,000 miles in my own truck since October 16th, which was my birthday and when I got my own truck. So, on pace to have an average year. But I usually go home every other weekend for a couple days. especially back in March and April and May with dealing with my wife's immigration stuff, which has kind of been all thrown into the air with the whole coronavirus thing. But again, it's a great company to work for, Millis, because they, you ask for home time, get you home, and no one really says anything. I usually don't take an obscene amount of time off every other week. I don't go home 3, 4, 5, 6 days because I like to stay out and definitely want to get the free showers. The company pays for us to fill up. They give us a fuel solution. Seems they really like to use Pilots and Flying J's, same company. Pilot and Flying J are one company, and through their rewards program, you get free showers after 1,000 gallons a month in the month. And usually I can get just to 1,000 gallons by the end of a month, and that's going home about 2 or 3 times within that month. Occasionally anytime we go to the terminal, they want us to get fuel there, but I'll sometimes get a little bit of fuel there and then do more of the filling up at the Pilots and Flying J so I can take advantage of the free showers. Sometimes get a Love's fuel solution and fill up 50 gallons there, get that free shower, stash it away for the week. And when you really need it, you have no other options of parking for the night. SCS definitely, they decided they wanted to start out west with this game of theirs. There's some nice, there we go, we got some wind turbines over there. Some interesting little rock formations on top of these hills. They started out west, but I think people don't give the east enough credit for the scenery. I mean, you do have some dull areas. Iowa gets a bad rap. It's not that boring. I mean, my wife loves Iowa. But where we lived in China, where she's from in China, it's all mountains. And so someplace like Iowa, like the rolling farm hills, is really neat. Illinois is boring. I mean, if you want to talk about a boring state, Nebraska, Illinois, you just get on Interstate 39 going north out of Bloomington, and it's all just pretty much flat, straight, occasional curve where it moves over about a half a mile or whatever. Duck Valley Indian Reservation. I've had a few runs where I've had to go cut over on US 35 through southern Ohio, and then you go down, Interstate 77, I think, or whatever it is, going down through West Virginia, Charleston, then through Beckley, and get over into North Carolina. And that's a nice, again, very scenic, going through Tennessee, Kentucky on either 65 or 75. You're going to get all kinds of beautiful scenes. And there's nothing like getting up 3, 4 in the morning, driving an hour, and then the sun starts coming up. You get that, get those beautiful sunrises. You get the morning mist and fog. First time my wife came out with these, she came out, I think, beginning of May. We had a couple 100-degree days. We're in St. Louis, 100 degrees. A few days later, we're over on the East Coast, going up into New York, through Pennsylvania, up into New York, and it's snowing. So, and that was beautiful, the snow up there. Back in December, there was a massive blizzard around Buffalo. I had a truck issue, had to actually go into the shop, into the Kenworth dealership in Buffalo, get that fixed. And then in the afternoon, Interstate 90, the toll road out of Buffalo, just had like a 5-6 hour backup or something. And so I decided, hey, I'll take US 20 over. Well, US 20 is 2 lanes. It goes up and down through through the hills over there in that part of New York, western New York. And there were some points where I almost got stuck. I didn't have enough traction to get up to the top, and there was one where cars started slipping in front of me, went sideways, and I had to get on those brakes and just get around him and not hit him. So that was a lesson learned. Don't get off the interstate if you don't have to when it's snowing, especially blizzarding. I think over there, that's probably the Boise State. I want to say it's the Boise State football stadium right there. Made famous by very famous by the blue field turf that it has. As we start coming into, I think this is Boise. Yep. And we've already discovered Boise before. We're gonna get off here, 55 north, Idaho 55.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right. Go straight on.
Alright, it's pretty bad shifting on my part, but I have to get used to using the in-game manual transmission. I haven't driven manual in a while. That's an interesting, beautiful sidewalk over there. Some flowers. My wife would be snapping pictures of these flowers right now. But yeah, my truck in real life, since I got pulled over for that during training, that being out in the left lane, got a warning, but that meant I can't be part of the speed program at our company, so my truck is limited to 62 miles per hour. I can double tap the gas pedal, get up to 66 if I need to pass someone, get some extra juice, and
keep right.
You know, obviously going downhill
right.
and everything, you can pick up speed, and you don't have to stay under 62 or anything. There's no, obviously maintain the speed limit
right.
and safety. So I'm at 62, and it's also an automatic truck. I have, unfortunately, an automatic restriction because Millis, I got my training at Millis. Millis runs an automatic fleet at this point.
You have arrived at your destination.
All right, we're at our destination. Now in real life, I'd probably park somewhere, throw on the flashers, go in and try to figure out where I have to go in and check in. But in game, we just get to pull straight forward. Should I go through the grain elevator? No, let's not do that. Or not through the grain elevator, but yeah, that's where they pour the grain into the granary trucks, grain haulers, seed haulers, all those. I feel like my mirror isn't adjusted correctly. I can't see my trailer in the mirror. Don't want that. There you go. You really want to be able to see those rear trailer tires so you don't smack them into anything. It's a nice pull through. Alright, set the parking brakes. And let's go outside, take a look at it. They got the nice coiled airlines. My airlines, unfortunately, aren't coiled. Our older trailers, they kind of force my airlines to drag on the catwalk there. But we got new Wabash trailers where the glad hands are like kind of on this one, and so helps that situation. I don't drive doubles, of course, in real life. These are double refrigerated. Let's detach them. We're unlocking the fifth wheel, attaching the cables, and lowering the legs. And we get an excellent badge for that. 318 miles, level 37, skill rate 5. Again, I turned off the hard because I'm just trying to make up some of the cash and just get back to where we should be if I was able to actually sell that extended Kenworth sleeper. Alright, well that's going to be it for today. I'm just going to do the one job. That's about a 6.5 hour day on duty. Obviously I'll throw up here I call it the logbook. We're gonna still do the manual logbook, even though real life we all do ELDs and it's all down to the minute. And so you don't have to spend as much time on each section. You can actually, most guys will throw 5 minutes to do a drop and hook like we just did. And I kind of forgot that we don't have anything. I can't really drive the truck after I do a quick job, because once you get to the end of the quick job, it just ends. So we're just gonna go here on this the load screen. I'm just kind of saying a lot of sorry about that. It's been a while since making the video. Next time, so today was a Friday. It's actually Friday, July 17th when I'm making this video. This was a Friday in the game. I'm not sure how I'm going to date the logbooks or anything yet. But you'll see when it comes up on the screen, and we'll figure out how it goes forward. I think the next time I'm going to pick up another job here, probably do another quick job so we can drive some of the other trucks, drive a Mack, drive a Volvo, drive the Internationals. I love those old school Internationals with the awesome grill and all that. So I want to drive that. Probably going to buy one of those to drive for our company here in game. So next time might probably be Saturday. It'll be Saturday in game. I'll get another quick job here out of Boise, and hopefully we'll be able to explore a little bit more of Idaho and Utah, or even maybe get over into Montana, which is expanded on the coast to coast, and go over into the Midwest and really see what coast to coast has to offer us, and the Midwest expansion has to offer us. Now, sorry about that. I'm just kind of I just ate, and so I'm a little burpy. So until next time, take care and have fun trucking.